Hello from the Dukascopy TV studio in Geneva. We are talking about improving B2B relationships with Pierre Moreau. He is go-to-market specialist at Lord Louise in Geneva. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Kate, could you explain the word business process outsourcing and why your business model is unique in this field?
Sure. Well, business process outsourcing, I think it's been existing for the past 50 years now. You may have seen it in the different industries and companies, for example, in numerous fields such as the human resources, like the finance, for the customer service, for the call centers. A lot of people have been calling exterior companies to do some functions for them in those fields that I just mentioned. We, at Lord Louise, we do what we call the key process outsourcing, because we only outsource, well, companies come to us to outsource the business and more especially the B2B sales development.
Mm-hmm. And in which case does a company need your services?
Well, you may have different cases. For example, if you want to do some worldwide deployments that we may be useful for, because we have, through our networks, presence in more than 73 countries. If you want to do like international sales coordination, this is something we might do thanks to technology. And finally, for example, if you want to enter a new business or a new country or anything like this, well, we might be helpful to you, or more especially if you just want to increase or start your B2B development.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so talking about the B2B development, how do you actually improve the B2B relationships, and who are your clients? Can you give some examples?
Sure. We work for companies from Forbes 500, multinational companies, and Swiss leaders. Those are our clients. So we represent, for example, currently private equity funds. We have private banking. We have some the number one for insurance in the world. We may have some printers as well. We take people from we take companies from any kind of business, as long as, well, we know exactly how we may help them and how we can help them.
Mm-hmm. And how does such a partnership look like? So what is an initial problem maybe, or a challenge at the beginning? How can you help? Can you explain a little bit how long such a relationship also lasts?
Yes, well, from the beginning, what you may have to understand about us is that we are like a plug and play. We just arrive within the company, and what we do is that we try to understand the DNA of the company. We try to see your existing customers, the usual way that you were making a B2B business and B2B development. Then we just, well, it's basically a sales reactor that we plug into your system, and we are the doers. We do everything for you, and you don't have to take care of anything, from the lead generation to the nurturing of those leads until the final closing. We are able to do everything on our own in any kind of country. This is the huge difference in why we are pioneer. And I think those relationships last from 3 to 5 years, because B2B is really different, of course, than B2C. You have to spend a lot of time, you have to get the trust of the other companies, and you have to meet a lot of people, and then more than anything else, you need to know that it's the right time and the good time to make business together. So we basically just bring the structure, and then the structure brings business, and then business brings the money to you.
Mm-hmm. And actually, how do you convince your clients to give you access to such a core business process such as sales?
Well, I think, at the beginning it comes from the people who we are, because we all come from top business schools or Ivy Leagues, and we do all have specific roles, so then they know that they can really let the B2B and the business acquisition development in our hands. That means, for example, we have a market intelligence specialist, so this guy is going to be doing some data. And then you got my job is a go-to-market specialist. So what I do is that I put C-level people into connection. And then finally, we got what we call the pipeline manager. So this is the person who is going to take in charge all your leads, existing leads. For example, we can improve your key account management or new leads. And finally, we improve all of this through marketing automation. So the trust is there made because then it's quite easy to understand that it's not something that is easy to do on your own. It's going to take years and years for you to recruit people, to have people able to do so. So then you just put your trust in our hands. We can then reassure you that we only do quality, and we are, like I said, we are the doers. So you just basically let us do the job, and it's going to be done.
Mm-hmm. And finally, so why should a company consider to outsource their sales department now?
Yeah, well, it's a tricky question, but for example, if you want to have a new fresh air into your B2B sales, because what we saw, like I said, is that companies usually only stick to existing customers and they don't even consider doing cross-selling or upselling. What we do is that we don't have any ego. We just, like I said, we take your DNA, we plug in within your B2B system, and then we're gonna really do the job for you in that case. So we can go to all the existing customers or new customers for you, and everything is going to be done at the end of the day. The only thing that you may want to keep doing is going to the final negotiation, but even that we can do because we really respect the companies. Like I said, we only work with leaders, so we know exactly the values that you want to share, and it's been years and years that we've been doing so, and we know that we do it better than anybody else within a sales department.
And actually, where is the added value that you can bring as an outside provider then?
Well, first of all, like I said, a fresh new start, because we don't have the past with the history of the past that you may have within your company. So we literally start from scratch regarding that, and we through all the structure that I was talking about before, you know that through technology, for example, we only use Salesforce, and everybody is connected to our platform. So whatever we do, you see in real time every effort we make, every connection we have, every marketing signal we send, you can see it live. So that makes a huge difference at the end of the day, because the structure we provide and bring to you is just clear and well, crystal clear.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much, Pierre Moreau, for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks for watching. Do make sure to keep clicking back on the Dukascopy TV website for latest updates and exclusive interviews. Have a great day and see you next time.